Well, hello everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. We are in Istanbul, the EuroCup Women semifinal between Besiktas and Spar Girona. Spar Girona have had a terrific season in the competition, just mowing down one opponent right after another. And here they are right on the cusp of making it to the final. But they're going to have to get past a very good Besiktas team over two legs. So this is indeed the first leg, and if you look back at the season that Girona have had in this competition, you have to admire them. Of course, they've been in the EuroLeague Women in recent times as well. They've been on a roll, and perhaps a testament to how good Spanish basketball is that this team did not play in the EuroLeague Women this year, but they got off on a great foot, winning convincingly in opening week, 97-71, and that was against T71 Dedeling, and they went on to win all of their games in the group. In Group B, they won at Gorzal, they won 77-75, then at 68-53 at PNC. Then after that, they rolled to a big win again at TS1. Then they rolled to another big one at home over Gorzal, and of course over PNC to finish the regular season unbeaten. Besiktas, meanwhile, went 4-2 to make it this far. As you look at their fans, wasn't quite as straightforward for Besiktas, but nevertheless, they have made it this far, just as far as Girona, so it's hard to take issue with how things have gone for them. So the referees, Igor Matrosky, Lukas Jankowski, and Nemanja Ninkovic from North Macedonia. And from Serbia was Ninkovic and Jankowski, obviously from Poland. So Besiktas, yeah, they dispatched Lattice Montpellier 75-72 in their last game, which clinched a convincing win on aggregate, having won the first quarterfinal, first leg 73-59. Before that, they did lose a game 79-76 to Tango Bourges, but that was at Bourges. But before that, they carried a 9-point lead after the first leg, which they won 83-74. And then they were convincing winners before that as well. It's going to be Reagan McGarity, Magali Mendy, Sandra. You've got better the microphone. Sorry. No, you're fine if you're back there. Okay, so just minutes away from the start, we've had apparently an electricity issue here in the arena. Now we're back, so we should be starting the first leg of this semifinal soon. So Spar Girona getting ready to square off, taking their final warm-ups here to get ready to go up against Besiktas, who have that imposing presence, Li Yueru from China. And you can see the lineup for Besiktas, the starting five. A couple of Serbia internationals also in this team. They've never made it beyond the quarterfinals, Besiktas. So this is already a sweet moment for them to at least equal as far as they've been in the past. So Spar Girona, once they got into the knockout round, beating Cadi. In fact, they beat KSC before that, and then over 2 legs, and then they beat Cadi and followed that up with a sweep, a couple of victories over Galatasaray, including here in Istanbul. And this is an altogether different test as we get ready to start things off. Well, good evening, everybody. We are underway here in Besiktas, and Besiktas winning the opening tip, wearing the whites and attacking the basket to the left on your screen. Jokic comes right out, puts up a three, misses, but Lee Ueru gets up and gets the rebound, gets blocked. And now quickly, Besiktas. Girona, having competed in the EuroLeague Women in recent times, back in the EuroCup Women and hoping to make it a memorable return this season. Looking for an opening. Pulling up at the line. The whistle blows. I'm not sure. Sandra Gravide. But the foul was before the shot. So it's Bursch, Labocchiene, McGarity, Mendy, and Iguarvide in the starting five for Girona. Byram, Evans, Lazic, Lee, and Nogic on the court for Besiktas. Here's a drive, and the foul will send Mendy to the free throw line. Mendy comes into this game averaging 8 points a game. Makes the first free throw. Shoots free throws very well at clip. 86.4% in the EuroCup Women. And makes both. See if that calms the nerves a little bit from the team from Catalonia, Spain. From Catalonia. Girona. Now Besiktas. Getting it down low to Lee, and the China national team center scores. Well, it's not often you see the best China players venturing abroad. It is a wonderful sight to see Lee in this Besiktas lineup. There she is, powering her way up and scoring with the left hand. So an opportunity to put Besiktas in front, and she does. Pulling up and missing with the little short jump shot. Iguarvide, and now Nogic. Should see her at the Olympics this summer, as well as Lee. Nogic for Serbia. And driving in, scoring easily. Dana Evans with her first bucket. Now twisting, turning, the pass out to the perimeter. And the launch from deep, and it's good from Morgan Bursch. Well, the answer from Dana Evans. So she scores with the drive first. Now she's in the flow, and she knocks down a three, doesn't hesitate. These ties are always so fascinating. You've got to play your heart out for 40 minutes. And look at that beautiful dump down low and the easy bucket from McGarry. She had her back to the basket, but she was still able to score it. Nogic drives, stops in the lane. Oh, nice footwork. Lazic. Mihaila Lazic. And Besiktas spreading the points around right now. Now the turnover into the hands of Evans. Nogic from deep, short. But the rebound now Evans, high arcing three, and that's good. Excellent work. Evans starting as hot as a firecracker in this game. Oh, the wraparound pass goes out to the perimeter in the end. And nice calm stroke right near the free throw line from Birch. Got plenty of threats from deep. Here is Evans, the biggest of all. She misses, but Lee with the rebound goes under, draws the foul. Birch puts her on the free throw line nearly midway through the opening quarter. So Lee takes her time and makes the first. Well, Lee's played 12 games in the EuroCup Women, averaging 12.6 points, 9.9 rebounds. She's basically averaging a double-double. Very efficient. Also 1.4 assists. Almost a block a game. And the pass batted away, stolen. Besiktas looked lively. Evans goes up, and silky smooth Evans stretches the lead, 17-9, and Roberto Iniguez has seen enough. He wants to get a timeout. Well, it's a Besiktas team that puts up a lot of threes. We've already seen that today. They made 95 up to this point this season, regular season and playoffs. And Evans, both Evans and Nogic, each with 33 threes. Nogic, in fact, shooting almost 41%. She's been the more efficient player from deep. Nogic also not a player you want to foul, shooting at 95.7%. So this is definitely going to be a tough game for Girona if these early exchanges are any indication. Three-point look. And the miss. Igor misses, but hustling down, getting down the ground, getting the basketball back was McGarity. But they turned it over. The shot clock did not reset. Chari checks into the game, her first appearance. Another three. It's raining three-pointers. Nogic. Evans from downtown. Oh, excuse me. No, that was Mendy. Excuse me. Magali Mendy now for Girona, getting it back to an 8-point deficit. Nogic. Another three. My goodness. She looks even better than a 40% shooter from three-point range. They're going to have to get a hand in her face. Mendy. Missing. Lazic chases it down and turns it over. So she was trapped, kind of panicked. Kovacevic checks into the game as well. First time tonight for Besiktas. And they get an easy one. Remember, Rebecca Gardner went down with injury this season. Girona signed Lauren Nicholson from Australia. The Australia International is her replacement. And now a bump. Gardner suffered her injury in the series in the tie with Galatasaray. Yeah, that was a clear foul. Well, what do you do about Evans? She's pretty much doing what she wants right now. 24 first quarter points. Could not be going any better for the home team. Good mid-range jump shot. Well, that's a reputation. McGarity able to knock down that shot. Evans doesn't hesitate, puts it up quickly. And Mendy swoops in for the rebound. And she's fouled. Now they pass it around. And Mendy, ball goes outside. High arcing three off the rim. Evans takes it away. Hustles down the floor to Nogic, steps behind the arc. She's just a natural, but that time a little bit to the left, a little bit offline. Now the air ball snatched by Nogic. She goes the other way. Avoids the foul. And now turns it over. Game opening up. 2-1. Pulling up. And they'll take anything they can get right now. Spar Girona with the jump shot. So Laura Pena gets her first bucket. Lee, nowhere to go, turns around, soft jump shot. Oh, it was a soft shot from Mindy. It didn't drop. Again, another three. This one is well short as well. And Besiktas had an opportunity to hold it for one. They're fortunate to get it back. And she traveled, so I don't think that was a good decision a couple times there by Besiktas. Unless the coach has said he's not worrying about them holding it on for that last shot, but it would make sense. Okay, bring it up to court. Most likely for the final shot of this first quarter, which has been owned by Besiktas. Three-pointer is good, and a little bit of momentum right at the end of the first quarter for Spar Girona. Igaravide makes it 27 for Besiktas, 21 for Spar Girona. Look at the shooting for Besiktas. That's acceptable, to put it mildly. Haven't missed a shot inside the arc. Perfect at the line. They are 4 of 10 from deep. That's good. More than acceptable. Also winning the battle of the boards thus far. But what's positive is you saw the assist there for Girona. 6 assists, sharing the basketball. And you always have to bear in mind in these ties that this particular point of the game, I mean, it's, you know, now we're going to play the rest of the first quarter because you're going to play 2 full games. Essentially, this is the whole game is the first half. And then the interesting thing is it goes to Girona. I mean, what's interesting to me is that Girona have not lost all season in the EuroCup Women. So how will they handle defeat if they drop this one today? Although essentially, you call it a defeat, it's a first leg defeat, but really, again, you have to look at the tie in the context of this being the first half and the second game being the second half. And that'll be played in Girona, Pena. And a whistle blows and a foul called on Krivacevic. Labacchiani gets it down low and travels. Nogic open. Girona into the game and knocking down the jump shot. Ainhoa Lopez. She looks lively. A shot right at the free throw line. Lee chases it, goes out of bounds. Yeah, clearly going off of Girona there. Lazic inbounds the basketball. Kovacevic to Lee. Back to Nogic. Nogic. And she's fouled as she tries to drive past Canella. This is the Besiktas Akatlar Arena. It's second quarter action of the semifinal first leg between Besiktas and Spar Girona. And another foul, incredibly. Boy, they're racking them up on this one possession. And this one on Lopez. Evans, high arcing shot. Just kind of glances off the backboard. Then the rim. And Alpena calls the play. And Spar Girona, who are in a little bit of trouble early on, close the gap to 4. They can get even closer. Here's Lopez. Drives. Good defense. Evans, nope. The foul called. Yeah, she got her on the left arm initially. So Kovacevic goes back out of the game. And returning to the floor is Byram. Mendy missing it from deep. Byram right off the bench. Grabs the rebound. No, gets her pass intended for Lee, goes out of bounds. Oh, wonderful drive by Labocchiene. So timeout on the court. Besiktas want to talk things over. So coming out of the timeout, Besiktas looking to restore their hegemony. And get a good look down low, offensive rebound. Dump it back down low to Lee, and it goes goes out of bounds, but there was a push. Babachkiene. Evans attacks. Good look, but doesn't drop. Now the pass up the floor. Maybe not the best idea. Evans again. And Byram. Her first points of the game. Hands up on defense, coming up with the steal. And look at that. Byram hustling down the floor and getting the bucket. That's why they call her Byram Buckets. 2 in a row for her now. Mendy from deep. And Enriquez, his team was knocking right on the door of pulling even. Now trails by 6. It may fall even further behind. Lee, long 2, that's good. And back to an 8-point lead. Pena. Lopez. Lee knocks it out. Lopez gets it, doesn't hesitate. Evans to Lee. Well, you got the big center. You might as well get her as many touches as possible. And Enriquez has seen enough. The timeout. Well, the winner of this tie is going to face the winner of the other semifinal tie between Umanorai Venezia and London Lions. London winning the first leg 69-68 in Italy. Asvel winning this competition last year, Bourges Basket the year before. The last time a Spanish team won it was Valencia back in 2021. And Galatasaray in 2018 were the last Turkish team to win it. Of course, they played in the final last year, but were blown out in a couple of games against Asvel in the final. So Nika's pushing the reset button. They seemed a little disorganized offensively. Quick shots. Skip pass over to Lopez. She doesn't settle, and good job Byram reaching in from behind to knock it away. And ever since Elfie Byram came back into the game, she's been scoring. She's been wreaking havoc on the defensive end, getting rebounds. And right now she's going to go grab the basketball and inbound it. Boy. Well, that's frustrating for Lazic, making a play a lot harder than it needs to be. Just a simple pass. So Kanea going to inbound the basketball. Lopez goes back, sits down. Here's Birch. Well, they'd like to get some good high percentage looks down low. And when you see Kanea trying to post up Lazic, you've got the size advantage, so that makes sense. Lazic holding her ground. She's a very strong player. Stout defender, but she was whistled for the personal. 3 fouls on each team here, 4:15 remaining in the second quarter. Birch's pass deflected. Great work, great hustle by Byram, who's everywhere right now. Birch ends up taking the shot and making it, so it didn't hurt him in the end. Good job, Birch, the American. Look at Evans. She's the real floor general in this team, isn't she? Calling the play. Here she is. She likes to have the ball in her hands. Nice pass to Byram. And a foul called away from the ball. Ooh. So it's Girona over the limit. So Lee's going to the line. It looked like she was coming over the back, so the foul must have happened before that. So the 2 free throws take it back up to a 10-point advantage. 3-point look, short. Igor Vide trying her luck from long range. Interesting, Nuggets. Yeah, definitely this referee is right on a lot of these calls, off the ball calls. Birch trying to post up. Here she goes. Nice spin. Oh, they're going to call a charge. Hooking. Watch what she does. Oh, yep, that's a good call. Swung her right kind of arm and elbow around and into the body of Nugic. Timeout on the court. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. And I like Besiktas' approach right now. They're playing with a sense of urgency. They know they're at home. They understand this is a two-legged affair. And you got to bring it for 40 minutes today and 40 minutes the next time. You cannot go through an entire season, get to this point, and not leave it all out on the floor. Look at the scrappy play from Byram, diving, trying to get the steal. And Bursch just able to get it off before Lee came up to block the shot. But Besiktas then went to the other end and scored. Oh boy, dangerous pass. Mindy read it. She's going to lay it up and in. Well read. Look out for the pressure. No need for Igarvita to reach in. I'm sure that's what her coach is telling her. So now you put Byram on the free throw line. Turkey International bends the knees and misses the first. We saw the crowd there. It's a real event here. Fans have shown up today in good numbers. They like to sit behind the basket. The hardcore fans of Besiktas. Oh, good job getting the offensive rebound. Evans puts it up. It's off target. Now Mendy. Bursch. Krivacevic whistled for the foul. So now free throws for Bursch. Igarvita having words with Bursch before she takes the second free throw. This could cut it back to 6. And it does. This looks a little problematic to me. I'm just wondering if they're going to turn it over again, and they do. They're not coping well with the pressure. Here's Mendy. Gets it outside. Entry pass down low to McGarity. She's trapped. Lee's just such an imposing figure. And McGarity, though, patiently gets it back. Goes down, as she is wont to do. And now it's a 4-point game once again. Oh, quick pass down. Look at the sharing of the basketball. Oh, Lee misses. Gets it back. Mendy, bounce pass. Bursch, not this time. And look at the rebound for Lee. Having herself a nice game. She's got 15 points, 4 rebounds. She could end up with a monster performance in game 1. Krivacevic dumps it down low again to Lee, who, it's interesting how she's able to establish that position, and even with the help comes, she gets fouled. So she could go to 17 points if she makes these 2 free throws, and we're still in the first half. No Mariano Tolo as well for Girona. That's a big absentee. So the 2 free throws. And Lee is having herself a dominating performance. This pass intended for Bursch. No, for McGarrity, excuse me. Trying to force it. And they get it back again. So turnovers for both teams, causing issues. Ten turnovers for Besiktas, 9 for Girona. And the key is what happens when you have those turnovers. Are you getting punished? There's McGarrity. Well, right now it's Girona that has scored 17 points off the Besiktas turnovers. 12 points have been scored by Besiktas off of the Girona turnovers. Final seconds ticking off the clock in the first half. Nogic spins, puts it up, misses. There's Lee once again. She falls down. Jump ball. Okay, so they're going to say time has already expired. Well, Besiktas will regret the fact they're not up by more. But on the other hand, Girona may be frustrating themselves. Some of the issues that they've been having. Nobody can change the way a game is being played at halftime like Roberto Yannick. Let's see what he does. It's 41-35. Besiktas on top of Girona at the break. Besiktas doing well at the line, 9 of 11. In fact, Girona perfect as well. And the Besiktas three-point shooting cooled off a little bit, as it did for Spar, who are 3 of 11. Spar Girona. Besiktas really dominated the boards, and with Lee out there, making it difficult for Girona to have any success there. And Girona with those 10 assists, 3 more than Besiktas. And we're at halftime. 41-35, Besiktas on top of Girona at the break.
Şimdi artık yetişkin beyefendileri istiyoruz çünkü atışlar üçlü çizgisinde olacak. Daha yetişkin beyefendi. Şurada çok istekli bir beyefendi var. Bahsediyoruz. Şurada çok istekli bir beyefendi var. Beyaz. Beşiktaş olan. Evet. Evet, iki şanslı taraflarımızı seçtik. Evet, hoş geldiniz beyefendi. Üçlü çizgisini alalım sizi. Önce isminizi alalım. Onur Bey, sizin tutar mısınız? Onur Bey. Önce Onur Bey, 3 atış yapacaksınız. Başarılı atış yaparsanız bizden güzel bir hediye kazanacaksınız. Evet, atışlar Onur Bey'e. Olmadı arkadaşlar. Evet, son hakkımız Onur Bey. Bunu atarsanız bizden özel kazanımları bir şarkımızı kazanacaksınız. Olmadı. Onur Bey'e teşekkür ediyoruz. Ufuk Bey'e davet ediyoruz. Ufuk Bey sizin de 3 hakkınız var. Ufuk Bey, 3 çizgisinden. Buyurun. İlk olmadı. Olsun. İkinci atışımız. Yaklaştık Ufuk Bey, son hakkınız. Atın, güzel dediğimizi kazanın. Siz de hoş geldiniz, siz de. Barış Bey, 3 tane hakkınız var. Artık şöyle bir olsun, yaklaştık Barış Bey. Biraz daha uçtan atarsak 2 hakkınız kaldı. Barış Bey, son hakkınız. Olsun, hiç misafirimizle başarılı olmadı ama hepsine çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Çok sağ olun katıldığınız için. Şimdi işin en son kısmına geldik. Orta sahada olacağız. Yetişkin bireylerimizi istiyoruz yine. Basketbolumuz seçecek. 2 tane yetişkin birey lazım bize basketbolumuz. Biraz bu taraflara da bakalım istersen. İstekli bir beyefendi var orada. Siyah tişörtü beyefendi çok istiyorum. Siyah havalı. Şu siyah havalı beyefendiyi alalım orta sahacı. Bir yetişkin misafirler istiyoruz. Çok istekli bir beyefendiler var orada. Basketbol seçecek. 3 tane beyefendi var orada. Üçü de çok istiyor. 4 oldu beyefendi, 85. Basketbolumuz karar verecek. Evet, seçtik. Evet, bir an önce başlayalım. Orta sahadan atacağız. Evet, isminizi öğrenelim. Adnan Bey, sizin isminiz Ertan. Evet, 2 atış, güzel, 3 atış yapacaksınız. Atarsanız çok güzel bir ödülümüz var. Bence atın. Adnan Bey yaklaştı, öğrenecek miyim?
41-35, Besiktas on top of Spar Girona here in the first half of the opening leg of the semifinals of the EuroCup Women. So no Mariana Tolo. There was I know on the Spanish Federation website, a note that she was having some discomfort with her left leg. And we'll see if and when she comes back. And I believe that's Laia Palau sitting behind the bench, the general manager and the Spanish legend. I'm not sure that she would be tempted to put on the uniform and come out and play for Girona again, but they certainly did well to come back in that first half with Besiktas jumping out on top. Fascinating semifinal, and if you're Besiktas, really, you know, you just have to believe that you need to get a decent lead tonight because it is going to be very difficult to play at Girona in that second leg. Turkey, such an amazing place to come to play basketball. I'm sure that whenever the players make the trip from Girona or wherever else they come in Europe, they're just hoping they get a little bit of free time to go out and have some of that great food. Here's Evans coming out. She started well and then kind of went quiet, and now she starts well in the second half. So it's an 8-point advantage. Here's Mendy, launches it from downtown. Ball goes out of bounds. I love this arena, the Akatala Arena. The men's team plays here as well, and it is a fantastic facility. And of course, Istanbul, one of the basketball capitals of Europe. There is Nogic missing. Oh no, it goes over. Front of the rim, shooter's bounce. Shooter's touch. Look at Lazic really working hard there. She's a hustler. I like her. McGarity, the Swede, knocks it down. Good looking stroke from the veteran McGarity. Lazic open. She's got it. The Croatian national team point guard puts it up and does not drop. She's got a big future though. She's got a nice shot. She's plays really tough defense, and the fact that she is playing a lot of minutes for this Besiktas team tells you all you need to know about where she is now and how big her future is. Ball goes out of bounds. Byram, the Turkey international, inbounds the basketball to Lazic. 23 years old. And the steal, Mendy. And not the first time Besiktas have had a hard time protecting the ball, turning it over cheaply and leading to points. And it has not been their undoing yet, but over the course of the tie, it could be. Evans, oh, good drive. She gets it to Lee. Lee turns, McGarity is there. She passes it back outside. Nogic drives in, puts it up, and beautiful play. Nice patience by Lee. Nine-point advantage. Birch drives in. Oh, and a charge. She was called for an offensive foul earlier. You might remember. Okay, watch what she does with her right arm. No, we're not going to see it. Okay, watch the right arm. Oh no, she just kind of leans in, and that's the call. I mean, it's one of those, obviously, you know, you're gonna expect contact. There will be contact some way, and it's just a matter of, is it too much contact, I guess, leaning in. And referee said it was. There from the elbow, Lazic missing. Now quickly down the court and putting it up in another easy deuce for Echari. Played for Spain at the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament in Hungary. Great thrill for her. Here's Evans. $16 for Evans. Good work at Chadi. There she is again, catching a nice give and go. Chari's one to watch. Evans now the other way. She goes up and is fouled by Mendy. So Magali Mendy puts Evans on the free throw line. Well, she's going to finish with a huge number today. Dana Evans from Gary, Indiana. Home city of the late, great Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5. Here's Mendy. Not to mention a lot of other greats in American history. There's the entry pass down low to McGarity. And they're going to count that. I've got a lot of respect for McGarity, how she's competing against Lee. You're talking about going up against a premier center. But this time she was fouled by Byram. And Byram is not going to win that battle. Here's Evans again. Ball deflected out of bounds. Good job, Achari. You got to get those hands up. Achari has a smoothness to her game, which is appealing. She definitely, you can see why she's in that Spain national team setup. Nogic missing, and look at the hustle. Great work. Great work from Byram. She is laying it out there today. And good job, Mendy, reaching in, knocking it out of bounds. Nogic steps back for three. Nope. Three-point shooting percentage dropping a little bit. They started like a house on fire, and right now it's dropping, but they've still got a 6-point lead. Achari. What will she do? Lefty passes it. Here's Mendy for three. The veteran misses. Long rebound. Evans picked. Feet set, follow through. That is a thing of beauty right there from Kanea. Boy, watching Kanea hit that, you wonder why she doesn't put up more. Here she is. She's got the basketball. Mendy. Ooh, no foul. Mendy gets it back. And just a little bit out of control, Mendy. She wanted to attack. Now, Kanea's only shooting. She only came in shooting 27% from three-point range, so that might have something to do with it. You got a Vindy. That pass read by Nogic. Intercepted. Now Evans. Nice pass, Evans. Byram goes up and looked like it was blocked. No, she just lost it. She just didn't put up a good shot. Kind of put it up crazy. Kind of, as she was laying it up, it looked like the ball kind of slipped out of her hands. Igaravido goes out. Pena comes back in. Here's Pena. Lebukiani also back in the game, the Lithuanian. Scrap it away. Chari missing. Okay, so I'm reliably informed it's a hip injury that she has. And there's Nogic from three-point range. Goes up to 55-49. No, 54. Foot was on the line. So just heard from Mariana Tolo herself, and she says it's a hip flexor. Hoping she'll be ready for the next game. And you can see how that would make a big difference for Girona. And that's great defense by Lee, but she's whistled for the foul. Roberto Niquez calls the play. And here she is, the Lithuanian at the line, sinks the first. Good shooting. Got to make those free throws. Cuts it back to a 3-point deficit. Girona doing a really good job getting contributions from everybody tonight. Starters, players coming off the bench. Nogic for three. And bounces off the rim and over the backboard. Well, shooters shoot, and she's going to keep shooting even when she's not making them. But her percentage has dropped a little bit now. 3 of 9 from deep. 13 points for Nogic. Krivacevic in the game. As well as Byram, Lee, Evans. Lopez back in for Girona. Lebukiani gets it. And that shot had to be put up right at the end of the shot clock, not what you would normally see. That was Kanea. Here's Evans, high arcing three. Nope, off the back of the iron. And Kanea does the right thing, hands it off to Lopez. Girona showing great poise on the road tonight. Birch from downtown, short. Kovacevic drives in and is blocked by Birch. And I don't know if she's tripped up. Labachkane, let's see. If there's a foul, it's very tight. Not too much contact, but I think the driver sold it well. Lazic comes back into the game, the Croatian, wearing 0. Here's Kovacevic, the Hungarian international. Kovacevic makes both and takes it back to a 5-point advantage with 50 seconds left in this third quarter. Remember, we're at the first leg of the semifinal, the EuroCup Women, Girona. Here is, Pena. Looked like she wanted to pass. It wasn't there, and then she, even though she hadn't left her feet, it just became a little problematic. Here's Nogic putting it on the deck, driving in. Well, just Lee gets the ball back, then she's denied. Lopez comes up with the basketball. Look at her. Cross-court pass. Pena not interested. Birch pulls up at the line. You can count it right at the end of the quarter. What a sequence for Girona. Spar Girona closing the gap to just 3 points. And again, I think poise is the operative word. It's Besiktas leading at 56-53 over Spar Girona at the end of 3. Besiktas cooling off from deep, 31% now. And Girona also not having much success from deep. Good free throw shooting for both teams, and inside the arc, much higher efficiency for Girona. I mean, Girona kind of matching Besiktas on the boards right now. That they established, they kind of dominated early on in that department, Besiktas. But look at that, Girona now with 16 assists compared to 11. Well, Avenida and Zaragoza, as well as Valencia Basket, already out of the EuroLeague Women. It's really Girona flying the flag for Spain, trying to get a trophy. And they've got to get past a very, very good Besiktas team. Make no mistake about it. This is a Besiktas team that can win this tie, and you've got to be locked in, laser focused over both legs if you're going to win this game, whether you're Besiktas or Girona. The stakes are just too high. And I think the team that wins this tie is going to like its chances of lifting the trophy. You know, you've got Venezia, the Monterrey Venezia, and London Lions playing in the other semifinal. Huge quarter, I think, especially for Besiktas. You would think that they not only need to win, but they need to really get a lead to take to Spain, to take to Catalonia. Here is Evans driving in. The whistle blows, and she scores. That was a big-time shot from Evans. I'll tell you what, she has been absolutely solid today, sensational at times. 58-53, Besiktas on top. Evans not cashing in on the free throw. Bursch drives in, and a little bit, maybe not the best shot. Lee has it, surrounded by Girona players, has to get rid of it. And you really do have to surround her with this current unit with Girona. She needs to be double and triple teamed. Oh, look at that, right at the end of the shot clock. Besiktas go back up by 7. Well, Evans, terrific game. Lopez, ooh. Well, she might have traveled. Bursch goes up, and the ball awarded. Look at this. Ball awarded back to Besiktas now with a 7-point lead and some momentum. You got Avita and Mendy and McGarity back into the game. Pena goes out, Birch goes out, and Lopez goes out for Girona. Uh-oh, the left Lazic wide open. Well, that was living dangerously. Here is Mendy. She's recharged the battery. She's been on the bench. Same with McGarity, and her attempt rims out. Pass right into the heart, and boy, look at Krivacevic, excuse me. She has been tough. What a player coming off the bench, and the lead now goes back to 9. I mean, if you're Girona, surely you want to get something going to the basket, but they put up the 3, and Nigatavita misses. Besiktas outscoring Girona 6-0 in this quarter. Make it 9-0. Evans from downtown. And the Besiktas fans going nuts here in Istanbul. Carrying the team tonight with her 23.7 points. It's what the question is, what else are you going to get from the team, because she's had some big scoring games, averaging 23.7 points coming into this. She averaged 16.5 points against Montpellier, BLMA. She averaged 27 against Bourges in the round before that, and in the round before that she averaged 27 points. So in the playoffs, she has been a scoring machine. And the question is, who else is going to support her? And there's one of your answers right there. Lee Yueru, a 5-star international basketball player with China, who has fit in beautifully with this team, with Besiktas. It's great for her, and it's great for Chinese basketball. It's great for Turkish basketball as well to reach out have a top player coming from overseas like this, from Asia. Here's Mindy. And tough rebound, McGarity. Tough rebound. I mean, I think you may as well put the word essential in front of this. That is just a great rebound. And she is fouled. Maybe a little fortunate to get the foul called. So Lee goes out, gives the bow, as is her tradition, and sits down. And really, this should make it a lot easier to attack that low post. And now McGarity's telling Mindy, I think, hey, you're open, shoot it. Evans looking to stretch the lead is 12. Right now, this is their biggest lead of the game, 12 points. So the foul puts Evans on the line, and she makes the first. Former Louisville star makes both. Vida brings it up the court, 14 points, the difference. Girona being outscored 11-0 in this quarter. It has been a nightmare. Mindy launches it. Oh, that's huge. I mean, that was, again, Girona starting to put themselves in real trouble, falling behind by this margin. They needed something. Let's see if that kind of gets them going again now in the fourth quarter. Here's Evans. And that was a three that perhaps Kravacevic didn't need to take. It was early in the shot clock. Mindy again, and misses everything this time. Timeout. We're in winning time, folks. Besiktas leading by 11 points. And not surprisingly, Dana Evans has been leading the attack. So Roberto Enriquez understanding, look at that, 27 points for Evans tonight. Enriquez understanding, listen, this is essentially the first half of a very long game, and it's being played here in Istanbul. The second half will be on our home court, and we need to make sure we leave here, even if we don't leave with a win, that it's close. But Besiktas has done a great job in this fourth quarter because they know they need to leave with as big a lead as possible. And if they can get to the free throw line, all the better. Nogic talked about her free throw shooting earlier. She makes the first. And she makes the second. So coming up on the 5-minute mark in the game, and it's Besiktas on top, 13 points. Vida taking on Lazic. Passes it out to Mendy. Shot clock about to expire. Mendy and Evans takes it away. And Mendy fouls Evans. That's just great defense by Evans. You got to tip your hat to her. Yeah, Besiktas don't really need to be in a rush here. Lazic gets it. High arcing shot is good. And the lead now 16 points. Crucial final minutes of this tie. The ball deflected out to the perimeter, and then the foul called down low on Kovacevic. Great crowd tonight. Four minutes remaining. Three-point shot, no good. McGarity with the rebound and scores with the putback. And again, they need to get this deficit down as low as possible before the second leg. Because you know Besiktas, this is really fueling their hunger to get to the final. Lazic for three, misses, goes high off the backboard. Maybe not the best play for them in that situation. Well, they haven't made any progress with Lee out of the game. And now Lee comes back into the game. McGarity takes it deep, puts it up, and Kovacevic not able to get it. Vida, I'm not sure she meant to try to bank it. And Vida called for a physical play, going up and bumping Byram. Well, if Byram doesn't make the free throws, this won't be a bad foul, but if she makes both. Look at this. think she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, Byron, her play when she re-entered the game in the second quarter was outstanding for this Besiktas team. She takes her time, takes a deep breath, makes the first to take it back to a 15-point advantage. So it turned out not to be a great foul. So Girona have not lost in the EuroCup Women all season long, and right now they are trailing in the first leg by 16 points to Besiktas. A team that's had some losses but's had the wins and by the margins that it's needed to make it this far. There's the pass, Canella rather, puts it up. Oh, shot clock violation. Well, it doesn't really feel like Girona have played that badly over the course of the game, but this fourth quarter has just been horrible for them, and Besiktas have been able to put the ball in the basket. Here goes Nogic. Turn around, nowhere to go. I mean, there's still a lot of progress they can make over the final 2.5 minutes that can help them get back and challenge to try and win this tie. There's a timeout on the court, and I think Roberto Enriquez is going to say, listen, let's don't overthink this. Let's cut this down. Let's cut this deficit. And then we'll go home and win it big to get to the final. Besiktas outscoring Girona 18-5 in this final quarter. And Girona now, it could go one of three ways. They can come back. It could stay this difference, or Besiktas can even stretch their advantage further and make it almost impossible for Girona in that return leg. Canella whistled for the foul, sticking her backside into the Nogic, who now goes to the free throw line. She's just money in the bank when it comes to shooting free throws. .7% shooter coming into this game. Not a good foul at all by Canella to put her on the line. 18 points, the difference. Oh boy, Mendy's pass deflected. And Girona really not playing well in this fourth quarter. The last couple of plays. Evans from deep. Garrity chases it down. Abashkene, Mendy, and they're really struggling in this possession. Yet they're scrapping, getting the ball back. Mendy steps to the left. Oh, it goes in and out. Ball batted back outside. Vida trying to get it to McGarity. She's not going to catch that. So no Mariana Tolo tonight. It hurts not having the Australia national team power forward / center. But you can't use that as an excuse because you were right there for 3 quarters. And this 4th quarter, Girona have just completely gone off the boil. Besiktas have stretched their lead. Here's Lazic, knocking it down. It's a 20-point advantage, the biggest of the game. And I'm not sure in their wildest dreams that they thought they'd be beating Girona right now by 20 points. So the timeout, Girona. Well, the look of almost resignation on the face of Enriquez says it all. And right now, he's just hoping for maybe 1 or 2 baskets to cut into that deficit just to give Girona a better chance of overcoming the deficit when they host the second leg. McGarity gets it, goes in and gets the layup. That turned out to be a good timeout, but now I'm guessing Besiktas would do well to take it all the way down to the end of the shot clock before putting up a shot attempt. Evans gets it to Lee. Oh boy, she powers her way up and she's got a chance for a 3-point play. Unbelievable. The execution, the catch, the and one. Well, this is a team that's together. I mean, they have looked good tonight. She's got Lee 19 points, 10 rebounds, even 2 assists. Girona with a chance to get one more bucket. Birch puts it up and is blocked by Byram right at the end. And this could not have gone any better for Besiktas here in Istanbul. Outscoring Spar Girona 25-7 in the 4th quarter. They win the opening leg of the semifinal 81-60. Hugs all around. And now for Girona, it is not impossible, but boy, have they got a lot of work to do. Undefeated season comes to an end in the EuroCup Women in stunning fashion here at Besiktas for Girona. And Besiktas now just 40 minutes away from reaching the final. Now they're going to celebrate with their fans. Final score once again, Besiktas winning it 81-60 over Spar Girona, the first leg of the semifinal of the EuroCup Women. And you can look at these highlights, or rather the rest of these stats. Second leg will be on Thursday, March 14th. So thanks for watching, everybody.